Privacy as a barrier to market self-regulation. Markets are often praised for their ability to regulate themselves through prices. The promise is simple: when information flows freely, prices condense scattered knowledge into signals that guide production, consumption, and investment. But this promise only holds under conditions of transparency. When privacy intervenes, it suppresses information, cripples price signals, and forces society to rely on external regulators instead of the market itself. The function of prices and reputation. A functioning market depends on two interlinked feedback systems: money and reputation. Money encodes past productivity in measurable units, while reputation encodes trustworthiness and predictive reliability. Together, they act as the collective nervous system of society, allocating resources to those who are most likely to use them productively. Prices emerge from these signals as equilibrium points of supply and demand. They are not arbitrary. They are the reflection of revealed opportunity costs. If all information about production, risk, and productivity is available, then prices can direct resources to their highest value use. How privacy obstructs prices. Privacy interrupts this process by suppressing the very information that prices and reputation require to function. When production data, costs, or destructive actions are hidden, the market cannot penalize inefficiency or reward genuine productivity. Instead, actors profit by concealing losses or externalities. A polluter, for example, can profit only because their damage is private. Once revealed, their reputation and prices would adjust to internalize the harm. In this way, privacy functions as an artificial subsidy for inefficiency and destruction. It creates information asymmetry, where the true costs of actions are concealed, and therefore, prices cannot accurately regulate behavior. Privacy's evolution into a public good. Ironically, privacy is not even evolutionarily stable. Over time, technology drives the cost of storing, disseminating, and analyzing information toward zero, making secrecy increasingly fragile. The suppression of information becomes more expensive, while transparency becomes almost costless. At this point, privacy loses its exclusivity and takes on the characteristics of a public good, non-rivalrous and effectively non-excludable. Once that threshold is crossed, society is left with two choices: either cling to outdated legal fictions that artificially sustain privacy, or embrace transparency and allow markets to fully internalize information into prices and reputation. Consequences of privacy. Because privacy prevents the market from disciplining inefficiency, society turns to external regulators, governments, bureaucracies, and legal systems to fill the gap. This substitutes coercive and often clumsy oversight for what could have been handled automatically by reputation and prices in a transparent system. Worse still, privacy rights themselves give governments yet another job: the enforcement of secrecy. By declaring privacy a right, states must intervene to police access to information, granting themselves legitimacy as the protector of hidden knowledge. Without these government protections, privacy could not survive. A market governed by reputation would naturally erode secrecy, exposing destructive behavior and rewarding transparency. In other words, privacy requires state enforcement precisely because the market and reputation systems make it unsustainable. The consequence is a market that is no longer self-regulating. It becomes distorted by hidden subsidies, moral hazard, and legalistic patchwork. The very mechanism that is supposed to discipline destructive actors, price and reputation, cannot function when privacy protects them from scrutiny. Toward a transparent market. The solution is not to abandon markets, but to remove privacy as a shield for inefficiency. A transparent reputation system ensures that all costs, direct and opportunity, are revealed and priced into the system. Under full transparency, destructive actors cannot hide behind secrecy. Their losses are visible, their reputation declines, and their costs rise. In such a system, the market finally fulfills its evolutionary promise: self-regulation without the need for external coercion.